I'm here in London and we've just wrapped up a week and a half of the European Australian Business Council delegation. We've been in Brussels, Berlin and Helsinki, travelling with our Deputy Co-Chair, my partner in crime, Brendan O'Connor, former frontbencher, 24 years in Federal Parliament, and of course the CEO of the EABC, Jason Collins. So I thought it's a great opportunity to have a quick chat about some of the outcomes. First of all to you, Brendan, this isn't your first rodeo in terms of delegations, but it is on this one.
Yeah.
I'd be really interested in your reflections and the takeout from your perspective, given the significance of the timing that we're here.
Look, I think it's been a fantastic mission. It's been really critical for us to be engaging with the European Union, with European states, particularly on those three agreements that have been signed between the Australian Prime Minister and the European President, because there's so much work to be done from here to ratify and implement the trade agreement, Horizon Europe, which is so dear to your heart, Vicki, and of course the security partnership. And I think the EABC's always punched above its weight. It's always been a critical part, and it's always been lauded by governments in the past. But the role's even, I think, all of a sudden even more important just to get this deal done. And of course, with Vicki, you've been on many of these missions, and Jason's been the ballast of the EABC over many, many years. And I really think it's been a very productive and successful mission to date.
Jason, as Brendan said, this is, I think, the EABC's 19th mission.
It is.
My 7th. But I think what has struck me is the difference between the discussion even 12 months ago to now, and the candour of the discussions we've had at the most senior levels, whether it's with members of European Parliament, ministers both in Helsinki and Germany. From your perspective, I mean, obviously it's been a great trip, but what are the critical points you think we take out of this, and what have we got to go home now and achieve?
Look, it's been a remarkable mission in many ways, and that's because the world fundamentally has changed. And we know, and Australia knows, but also Europe now knows, that we have to work much more closely together. There are some fundamental challenges ahead of us, whether it be the sort of volatility in the global economic environment, the trade agenda, but security and defence now is a major challenge confronting us. So we've got to get these deals operationalised as quickly as possible, both on the European side and on Australia. But also we can be optimistic because there is such incredible depth in the relationship, economically, militarily, security-wise, and so on. So we've got to remember this is a massive, economy. If we add 450 million people in the European Union, add together the UK, we're well over 500 million people, and massive economies, but also massive capability in terms of innovation, which you focus on so successfully. So there's a huge, reservoir that we can tap into to actually address some of these fundamental challenges.
Brendan, you commented that if someone had said to you in some of the meetings, that we would have a defence and security partnership with the EU, you would have, I won't repeat what you said, but tell me, it's a moment in time. We keep talking about it, but underscoring that.
I mean, Jason said it. The world's changed. The violent, unlawful invasion of Ukraine by Russia has changed things to such a degree, and it's very, very palpable in Europe and Britain, where you're closer to the conflict. And that's, I think, why it was important that democratic states throughout the world deepen and widen their relationships. There's less certainty in the world than 5 years ago. There's this conflict. We've got the assertive rise of China. I mean, a good trading partner of Australia, but we need to make sure we are diversifying our markets, engaging with our friends across the world, including Europe and Britain. And I think that's, again, one of the roles of the EABC has been to really advocate for the importance of not just trade relations, but security relations as well. And I think that's another reason why I'm really pleased in terms of the efforts this week.
I mean, I think the future's really optimistic, right? So it's been great travelling with you. We've had a fantastic time, and I think we're already planning for next year. So let's get on with that.
Absolutely.
Thanks very much.